Welcome back to the Path of Neo playthrough with me, Entol64. Today in part 38 we shall be fighting Smith for the final time in the game. The actual fight is split up into a few sections. First one here is just your standard fight really. At this point in the game you've got enough moves in your repertoire to like utterly annihilate that bastard, so don't hold anything back. There is actually a neat little feature to this fight, in that if you knock Smith back into the crowd, the other Smiths will push him back, which is pretty cool. Like here. It's like, get back and fight, you little bitch. Yeah, and if you run in, they push you to the ground like the little bitch that you are. Don't take that shit. Get up and punch him in the chops. A part of me would usually be annoyed at arrogance like that, but Hugo Weaving, or the Hugo Weaving wannabe, just pulls it off so well as Smith. That being said, I think the guy who plays Smith, can't remember his name, but his actual last name is Smith, I believe. How odd. Yeah, eat it. I like how well that was timed. What, how did he break the road? He was going so slow. Come on then, get back up. Ready for round two. Well, don't stare at me. Let us fight. Engage in Kung Fu, if you will. Damn them some dodgy water effects. It's like they forgot to add in the background at this point. Right, aerial combat. Slightly sluggish, if truth be told. Your objective here is to knock Smith into a building using charge attacks. Yeah, reaction commands, keep tapping the triangle button furiously. Basically, you'll own Smith. I've cut out a lot of this. It was originally about 20 minutes because it just went on for so long, so I just thought I'd highlight the best moments. And besides dodging his attacks and knocking him into buildings, you have to manually aim it at some point. That's all there is for this section of the fight. Smith can knock you into buildings as well, which takes off quite a nice chunk of your health. They look like they're doing a ballet dance in the air rather than just fighting. That's probably the PS2's graphics for you. Are you done fighting me like a sissy, or are you going to fight properly? I must say the music for the final fight is pretty sweet. Started off with like that cowboy-esque type of thing, and now it's like all strings and whatnot. This hopefully should finish him off. There we go. Right, the next section of the fight is just like the first one, a normal fist fight. Again, just use all the moves in your repertoire and you'll beat him easily. I love how there was no textures inside there. But suddenly, it's a warehouse of sorts. I mean business, bitch. Right, that was some dodgy animation. Not really a lot to say here, just watch out for Smith. At this point, he can be extremely cheap, and if you're not careful, you'll die very quickly. Luckily, his health seems to go down a lot faster as well. But then again, you're at the final stage of the game. Your attack power is way up there, over 9,000 if you want to be predictably meme-ish. I gotta hand it to Shiny again for just putting destructible scenery in there. And again with the music, it's kind of like Sonic 06 in the way that though the game is flawed, the music is typically good. Right, let's see, how many fights have we had so far? Ground, air, ground. His teeth look really weird. Ground, air, ground. Following that pattern, it's another aerial battle. Here we go. Just again, copy what he did before, except this time Smith has another full health bar. I don't know why, but your attacks seem very, very sluggish in the aerial battles. It's like they're delayed or something. That's pretty sweet. See, I told you could do that. Yeah, just charge up your attacks, they're the best way to hit him into the buildings. Because if you do it normally, you'll just end up doing that strange writhing in mid-air. That's pretty sweet, I must admit. Come on, Smith. What you gonna do, bitch? It's like, I'm not even sure if I have focus on right now. Well, that's fun seeing it once, but it just gets repetitive because can't really describe it really. Am I charging my punch? Right. I completely dominated him throughout that battle, and yet somehow he won. Oh well. It's got to stay canon somehow to the series. Ew. Come on, I want that satisfying slam. Pull up, pull up! Jesus. Ah yes, the final upgrade of the game. The Mega Punch. Thank you. Yeah, just put your focus on, hold circle to charge it, and then batter the absolute crap out of him. It's kind of a shame that they give it you in this point of the game, because beyond fighting Smith, there's only really one other use it actually has, and you'll be seeing that in part 39, not to give away any spoilers. That little look he does is actually part of the move, the cutscene that follows the move, which is slightly odd. Don't forget, even though you've got a Mega Punch, Smith is still a bitch. And you need to kick bitches in the face. Come on, do that little flippy thing you do to get up. Thank you.
My world, Mr. Anderson, my world!
Jesus, calm down. Nice Jack Nicholson impression there. Come on. Taste my Mega Punch. It's strawberry flavoured. It's not a bad effect. Pretty much follows the animation straight from the film. Stop being a cheap motherfucker and just die. Yeah, it's best to throw him up into the air because you get the added damage effect of slamming him into the floor as well. That was actually pretty well timed. Oh, for God's sake. You know what, Smith? I've had enough of your bullshit. Ow. Son of a bitch. I believe that's the final Shoryuken of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Because, you know, it's oh so entertaining to hear me shout that over and over. Mega Punch! I punched right through him. That's how badass Neo is. Right. Did you, like, slam through the wall in an L shape? I don't get how he can go into something and come out the top of it, but... Oh well, this is the Matrix. Oh, it's this cutscene. I'm going to put this one up specially on the Hellfire Comms channel, because this needs to be seen to be relieved, really.
Hi, I'm Andy Wachowski.
And I'm Larry Wachowski.
Huh?
Rather, these are the digital projections of our mental selves.
What?
First of all, congrats on reaching the final stage of this game. You kick ass.
You damn straight I do.
I salute your excellence on the gaming field.
Nerd.
The real reason we're here is to discuss the big problem we faced in turning these three movies into a video game. You see, at this point in the story, Neo stands on the verge of Satori, ready to resolve the paradox of choice and choice.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It can only be achieved through an act of surrender, which occurs after he has abandoned the perspectival nature of truth, accepting the totality of present consciousness, which ultimately allows an evolutionary transition. Transcending the Cartesian dilemma to the
I like this, it's kind of like the Wachowski brothers can poke fun at themselves. Yeah, quite humorous.
Sorry.
I think what my brother's trying to say is, at this point, it's martyr time. Now maybe that works in a movie, but in a video game, the Jesus thing is, well...
Lame.
Really lame.
Thank you. This is exactly what I was talking about. Having a character die in a movie is kind of good, well, for a movie, but for a video game, kind of makes it anticlimactic.
So we suggested to Shiny that we change the ending.
We thought it would be cool.
So yeah, if you don't realise, the Wachowski brothers are messing with the Matrix franchise's storyline simply for this game, and we get a proper final boss.
time for a little
What that final boss is, you have to wait till part 39, and it has to be seen to be believed. So I shall see you all next time for the Path of Neo's final boss. Bye bye.